Welcome to the third lesson of use case analysis. In this lesson, we will talk about how to prioritize use cases. We will achieve this with the help of the On-Demand Model ETL feature. Okay, we just go back to this use case diagram. If you want to know more about how to create this diagram, please check lesson 2. In this lesson, we are going to prioritize the use cases on this diagram. There are several ways to achieve this. What I want to show you in this demonstration is to make use of the ETL table. First, create an ETL table. Select ETL table from the diagram toolbar and click on the diagram. I want to edit the priority of use cases, so I name it use cases priority. An ETL table shape visualizes the data in the underlying table. You will know what it is in a minute. Now, click on this button to associate the table shape with a table. Click here to create a blank table. This is the interface of the ETL table. This is where you can list the model elements. In this demonstration, the use cases. I want to manipulate use cases, so I select use case here. The use cases are extracted from the diagram and being listed in the table. This column lists the names of the use cases. I can click on the header to sort them alphabetically. And this column shows the description of the use cases. To prioritize these use cases, we need a new column to store the priority. Let's add such a column in the table. Click on this button to configure the columns to present in the table. Select the rank property. And click this button to add into the table. Click OK. A new column rank is added into the table. We will use it to store the priority of the use cases. I just move the column to the left first. Besides setting the priority of the use cases, I also want to decide in specific the use cases to be completed in different releases. Therefore, I need an extra column to document the release planning notes. There is no built-in property for use case that serves this purpose, so I have to add a custom property for this. Right-click on the header of the table and select Add Custom Property column. Enter the name of the property, Release Planning Notes. I will enter text as its value, so I keep text to be its type. Click OK to create the column. A new column, Release Planning Notes, is added into the table. I make it wider. So now I can discuss with the stakeholders and decide which use cases are in high priority and which are in medium and low. I will start by the first use case, Add Book. The stakeholders regarded the use case Add Book as a use case with medium priority, so I select medium here and enter the Release Planning Notes, an essential yet non-urgent feature that can be done on or before the second release. I will do the same on the other use cases. Alright, I've finished entering the priority and the release planning notes for all the use cases. I don't think that the description is important when it comes to use case prioritization. I will just remove the description column from the table. Again, I open the Configure Columns window, select the description property, and click this button to remove it from the table. And confirm. The column is gone. Now if I close the ETL table and go back to the diagram, as you can see, the ETL table shape is updated to present the name, priority, and release planning notes of all the use cases on the diagram. So with this ETL table, you have a way to easily identify the priority and release details of all the use cases without the need to open any specification window. By the way, there is a useful feature that I want to introduce to you before I end this lesson. I just opened the ETL table. These are the use cases. Instead of a table listing the use cases ready for editing, the ETL table also allows you to visualize model elements in a new diagram. For instance, if you want to have another use case diagram that represents the use cases being included in the first release, you can select the use cases in this table and click on this button to visualize them on a new use case diagram. This is the end of lesson 3. So now we know the priority of the use cases. It's time to start working on individual use cases. In the next lesson, I will show you how to describe a use case in more detail. See you in lesson 4. Goodbye.